When I was contacted to see if I would be the guest speaker here today, my decision rested on one condition. Was LHS still teaching classics and arts with the same intensity? I looked at the school curriculum online. I saw that yes, Latin is still somewhat mandatory. Having access to all STEM subjects and the full range of humanities, while also having a Steinway accredited School of Music, amongst other things, has been an amazing gift for all of you. To all the teachers and staff here, and to all those that kept this school going for the last 175 years, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for keeping education glorious. There are so many schools worldwide that have sacrificed the classics, the temporal educational trends of modernity, and you have remained resilient, providing thousands of girls with access to a timeless and historical education. And for every one of me here, there are hundreds of other girls whose lives have been enriched and are endlessly grateful. I could not appreciate the value of this education in my youth, just as you girls here can't fully grasp its significance today. Yet, in later years, you may find that in your encounters with literature or distant places, there's a deeper resonance. Words and concepts that once felt like burdens imposed on you by this very institution will reveal layers of meanings that others overlook. The Latin inscriptions adorning a Roman church fresco ceiling, or the subtle tributes in novels to classical thinkers that you once studied, will quietly illuminate a secret world. The rewards of the education you have been given will not emerge in classrooms or exams, but in the unscripted encounters of a life well lived. Luckily, or not, I did not kiss anyone today. So instead, I will share the most important message that I could think of. Make the most of this great education that you have been given. I am just one voice of 1,000 of annoying adults and experts who will tell you how you should live your life. There will be plenty of warnings about what's bad for you and how to protect your physical and mental health as you graduate into a complex and busy world. Most people will risk telling you what's good for you, but I'm up here perhaps only because I've taken a few more risks than my peers. I have been successful, but I've also spent years living in a tiny office closet. I have been popular and I have felt hated. I have made millions and I have lost all of it. I am proud of some of my work, and yet I've spent many nights lying awake, cringing at ideas that I once defended fiercely. Mistakes and failures lit my path, and each one taught a lesson that helped fine-tune my next actions. And like all women, I have felt beautiful and I have felt ugly. It doesn't matter. Nothing has mattered more than cultivating beauty and philosophy, spending time and energy seeking it out in old buildings, paintings, poems, and old looks, in the autobiographies of great humans to find inspiration on how to live a good life. Modernity moves quickly, and what is timeless, by definition, has stood the test of time. Traditional experts don't want you to know that you can inject beauty into any moment as a conscious decision. It is not defined by aesthetics. Beauty is defined by intention. So to that, they're saying, make moments intentional. Make career decisions intentionally. Be very intentional with your time. Yet when something feels off, appreciate that you have all the agency in the world to completely change it at any time. Take risks fully and intentionally. Spend time with people fully, intentionally, always with the notion that one day that person you're spending time with may no longer be here. If you can, get to know your parents or caregivers as if they were your friends, for in them you may learn about yourself. Travel and see the world intentionally or recklessly. There are so many flavors of life, so many cultures, so many different types of living and people. For some of you, this part of England may be the best place for you to flourish. But make the decision to spend your life here consciously, with full awareness of how big the world is. I am living testament that you do not need family money to be able to travel or seek opportunities. During my gap year, I sold plastic garden seats at trade shows to save up and trap with few lands. In the end, I found my people and the culture where I belong on the other side of the world in San Francisco, California. I moved there at 24 years old with no ambition, with the ambition to launch an artificial intelligence startup fund, which I did, kinda, though it was no big success. I had no idea what I was doing. But in the countless cold emails I sent and in the essays I published, I found not only friends, but people with similar visions who recognized mine. And over the last decade, we have built projects and companies together. San Francisco is a paradise of socially awkward tech people. We throw terrible parties, but debate philosophy endlessly. If that sounds like a place you fit in, reach out to me and I'll show you around. But your people may not be there. They may be scattered across places like London or Singapore, or they're waiting for cities that haven't been built yet that you need to instigate and design. Or maybe they're launching rockets towards Mars with dreams of new worlds you can't know yet. The world is an uncharted adventure waiting for you to explore. Make the most of this freedom while also remembering that it is every generation's responsibility to defend the same freedoms for future generations. Over time, you might die as such freedom is found in the opposite of whatever the media likes to sell to you. Experts are nearly always wrong because expertise is a transient quality. Artificial intelligence is mostly wrong too because it's trained on the corpus of eternally fallible humans. But if you shrug off the noise that the world shoves at you, beauty and joy will slip in it effortlessly. Elegance can be found in the complexity of a semiconductor, a violin concerto, the bloom of a flower, or even a line of code. I'm not ashamed to admit that all these things can move me to tears and do often daily. If you really notice and take in the world as you leave here, you'll find it overwhelming. But if you really, really notice and take in the world, it's hard to be depressed. Back in 2007, I didn't know what the future held for me, but I knew I wanted to try as many flavors of life as possible. And in 2025, I feel the same. I had some success. I could easily repeat the last 10 years of the rest of my life, navigating technology companies and repeat opportunities that eventually become easy. Or I could not. I could become a painter, or a poet, or a surgeon, or a truck driver. With the internet in your pocket, anyone can teach themselves a whole new field or career path at any time. Sometimes I personally spend weeks or months just studying a niche area of research, just for fun. I can tell you a lot about neurodegenerative diseases, but I have actually never learned to drive a car. Your choices don't need to make sense to other people. You're never too young or too old to start again, to move away, to restart your life, and to completely redesign your mind. It is the most freeing thought. All your limitations, now and in the future, will only ever be self-imposed. Thank you, and the blackness.